Hello, welcome to Ofoi TV. Thank you for stopping by my channel to watch my videos. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button so that you'll be alerted whenever I drop a new video. But if you've been coming here and you haven't ever subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. All you have to do is just sign in whilst you're on YouTube with your Gmail login information and click on the subscribe. Thank you so much for doing this. Guys, today I'm going to talk about the marital status as is required on the DV lottery application. I'm talking about the green card lottery application. There is a question that asks about your marital status, and a lot of people are struggling with what does that mean? Which one should I pick? This is my situation. What should I pick? So I'm going to talk about the marital status, the options, explain them, and then maybe talk about the ones that you should select based on your scenario. Okay, so when they talk about marital status, they're asking that at the moment, at the time of you filling the application, what is your marriage status? Okay, marriage, marital, marriage status. Okay, the first option will be unmarried. You should choose this option if you have never been married. If you have never been married, please know marriage, engagement and marriage, fiance, girlfriend is not a married person. Marriage, as is recognized by the laws of your country and as recognized internationally. The second option is married to someone who is not a U.S. citizen or a U.S. legal permanent resident. You should choose this if your spouse is not an American citizen. You should choose this if your spouse does not have a green card already. The next option is married to someone who is a U.S. citizen or a green card holder. You should choose this option if your spouse is an American citizen or if your spouse has a green card. So if your spouse is an American citizen, if your spouse has a green card, you will choose this option. Please be mindful. It says married to someone who is not, and then the other one is married to someone who is. Please be mindful. There is not in one of the options, and then the other, there is no not. So just be careful so you don't choose the wrong one. The next one is divorce. Divorce is somebody who has gone through the process of dissolving a marriage. You have gone through the full process of dissolving a marriage through the courts as recognized by the laws of your country, recognized by the marriage laws of your country. So if you are divorced, you're legally divorced, you have your divorce certificate, then you should choose this option. If you are now going through the divorce proceedings and it has not been finalized, then you shouldn't choose this option. You should go through divorce as recognized by the laws of your country. Okay? So if in your country, for you to get properly divorced, requires that you go through court, even if it is traditional marriage, even if it's Islamic marriage. If your country laws says that for somebody to be properly divorced, it has to only go through court, then you have to do that. Okay? The next option is a widow. A widow is somebody whose spouse has passed away. Okay? Whose spouse is deceased. Okay, it means that the person was already fully married and then their husband or their wife passed away. So that person is a widow at the moment, a widow or a widower. So widowed, it will be for both genders, whether you are a man or a woman. You can choose that option if your spouse has passed away and you haven't married again yet. Okay, if your spouse passes away and you are now married, you are no longer considered as a widow. You will take on the new marital status, which will be your current marital status. All right? The next one is legally separated. Legally separated is for someone who is still legally married, But based on a court order, they have agreed to live apart. This is based on a court order. So if you and your husband or you and your wife have had a disagreement and you're living apart for maybe some years, it is not legally separated. Remember, based on a court order, a judge has ordered that you two can live apart, even though you are still married, but you two are living apart. So if you are in that situation and you don't have the court order, then please, you need to make sure you have that one. If you don't have that, then you are still considered a married person, even though your husband is living somewhere else and you are living somewhere else. If you don't have the court order, you cannot select legally separated. So now that I've gone through the various options and explained what they mean, what are the scenarios? So for example, if you are somebody, you live together with your girlfriend, you are not married to her. Maybe you have promised her, you have given her a promise ring, or maybe you haven't given her any promise ring. You have a child with your girlfriend. When you are applying for the green card Lutu, you will choose unmarried. If you have never been married, let's say you are a divorced father and now you are dating somebody, your girlfriend is pregnant. When you're filling the green card lottery, you will feel as what? A divorced man, because since your last change of relationship status, which was a divorced person, you haven't changed it. Does that make sense? So somebody can be divorced now and in maybe few days or few years can be married, and then now they'll be considered as a married person, not a divorce, right? So if you're living with your girlfriend and you are not married to that person, then you are not going to claim your girlfriend as your wife. If you are also a girlfriend living with your boyfriend and you are carrying his baby, you are not going to claim yourself as a wife, because, or you cannot claim that your boyfriend as your husband, because you are not married. Please don't play with these options, all right? If you are married to somebody who is not an American citizen, whether you have fought with your wife, whether you have fought with your husband, there's a disagreement, you feel that your wife doesn't want to come to America. Maybe your husband says, no, I don't want to go to America. That is not the problem. They want you to indicate that you are married. So whether your husband wants to go to America or not, you must put them on the application. After you have been selected, you will have the opportunity to determine who is going and who is not going. So please make sure that you are stating the appropriate option. Somebody mentioned that, oh, my husband, he has run away, I don't know where he is. Please, we still have a little bit of time from now to November 8th. If you can hurry up and get a separation document, legal separation document from a court. If your husband has run away, if your wife has run away, abandoned the relationship, it should be easy for you to even go to court and get some separation document. Tell the judge, please, I don't know where my husband is, so I don't know where my wife is, so she has abandoned the marriage for 2 years, for 3 years, 5 years, I don't know where he is. I need legal separation documents so that I can live as a separated woman. Because until you do that, you still will have to find the information of your husband. Until you do that, you still will have to go and find the information of your wife and include them, because until you are legally separated, you are still going to be required to put that person's information on the application. So please, save yourself the trouble and go ahead and get legal separation document from court in your local jurisdiction, okay? Go there, talk to them, talk to your local lawyer, a lawyer in your area, a divorce lawyer in your area, and ask them to help you with that process, okay? Never choose a widow if your husband or your wife is in a vegetative state. When they say vegetative state, maybe the person has been hospitalized, they cannot do anything on their own. You look at it and you think that, it's like they are not even living anymore, but their brain is working, but it looks like they are not living anymore. You are not going to claim that you are a widow, even if that is the situation. You are not going to claim that you are a widower. If your wife is in coma in hospital, you are not going to claim that. You have to get their passport photo, okay? And you have to decide. Maybe you may have a passport photo of your wife or your husband there that you can use to, complete the application. All right? So guys, this is something that I wanted to talk to you about, so that I hope that this makes it pretty clear for you to make the correct selection. When you choose the wrong thing, you can be disqualified at the interview. And guys, getting disqualified at the interview can be very expensive. You would have completed your medicals. You would have paid your visa fee already before they even tell you that you're disqualified. And none of that money that you may have spent by this time will be refundable. None of the money is going to be refunded. So make sure you're doing the right thing, so that when you get to that point, there will be no mistakes, no problems. You'll be fine and you'll be ready to go. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around watching this video. If this is your first time here, please go ahead and click on the subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Ofoi TV. Click the like on that page. And as you're watching this video right now, just click the like here. Go to my website of www.ofoitv.com. A lot of great content over there. Follow me on TikTok, Ikia Ofoi. Follow me on Twitter, Ofoi TV. If you have any questions, any concerns, you can send me an email to ofoitv@gmail.com. If you are a winner for the DV2023 and you want it to be added to my group, my winners only group, then you can send me an email with proof that you have been selected. If you don't show me proof, you are not going to be added to the group. If you want to be a part, you need to send me proof so that I can add you to the group. You don't pay any money to be part of the group. But if you want a one-on-one conversation, a one-on-one interaction, for guidance, advice, for somebody to give you a listening ear, listen to you, you want to pass your idea by, maybe you are thinking of doing something, but you want a second opinion, then you need to book a consultation so that we can arrange time and talk and see the best strategy for you. All right? But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye.